page number 3, stanza number 2, extract from the Mulimadhyamaka Karika. So this is about conventional bodhicitta. Independent origination, there's no ceasing, no arising. Page number 2, stanza number 2. Correct? Okay. Independent origination, there's no ceasing, no arising, no annihilation, no permanence, no coming, no going, no separateness and no sameness. I prostrate the consummate Buddha, the supreme among all teachers, the one who taught the space which is free from elaborations. Okay, first we short like a time generate the conventional bodhicitta. Simply you think, I wish to be Buddha. May I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. If we only practice the conventional bodhicitta, we can be Bodhisattva. We can be very loving and kind person, but still our mind going to be polluted by ignorance, attachment, hatred, and anger. So in order to subdue the negative thoughts, particularly ignorance, we need to realize emptiness. Therefore, second, based on generating conventional bodhicitta, we need to meditate on emptiness. What does mean emptiness? Means things around us include our body, speech and mind, include the self, which is always we think I, the me is there, but those are not there as an independent. My body, speech and mind, I as myself, empty of inherent or empty of independent and existent. Please meditate on emptiness. Then, in our daily life, how we actually practice Dharma, right? Most of the time, when we think about practicing Dharma, we always remember, we always believe, yes, I need a mala, I need to do a lot of recitation and chanting, I need to do a lot of many time prostration. Yes, those are part of the practice. If you are really, very serious about practicing Dharma, you can practice the Dharma very simply, very effective way. So let's say within one day, after you wake up, so you need first, I think we need to go to toilet, wash your face, brush your teeth. All this practice, the activities you can include into part of, purification. All these activities you can transform as a part of generosity. When you clean your body, when you use, cleaning the waste, you should think, I'm giving the waste food to the beings who are around the toilet bowls, who are in the separate tanks. When you do your, brush your teeth, remember, so I am going to brush my teeth. I am going to clean my teeth to have a, should have a kind of smelly. So when I chant, the chanting, the recitation come with a, beautiful, kind of very nice smell. Then minimum you have just like a 5 to 10 in like a minutes. Just wash, clear uh, the altar, clear the Buddha's statue, clear the Dharma books. So clean the Dharma books. That time what you think, I'm going to clean the dust on the statues, stupa, Dharma books in order to clean my inner dust, which is ignorance, attachment, anger. Also need to remember the story of one of the Sangha, namely great path, small path. So he was kind of very, when he became a monk, he was quite kind of dumb, or he could not learn even the one sentence for one day. Then Buddha Buddha taught him, you no need to chant any chanting. You no need to do a lot of meditation. You do the simple job. Remember, you just clean the temple around the yard. You just clean the shoes of the Sangha. Therefore, first few months he was cleaning the temple around the courtyard, also clean the shoes. Then he says only one chanting, right? Clean the dust, clean the dust, clean the dust. This is his chanting. Then one day he was thinking, what does it mean? The Buddha teach me the words say clean the dust. Then he realized the dust is not referring to the external dust, which is the internal dust. Therefore, cleaning your rooms, your dining rooms, your bedroom, particularly around the altar, you must think I'm going to clean this dust. I'm going to clean the bathroom toilet in order to clean my own inner negative dust. Also, you can apply, because most of you every day clean your bathroom toilet. Right? This thing you can apply for practice of Dharma. Then, when you're having breakfast, also eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, also you can apply, you can transform into practicing Dharma. So what Nagarjuna said in one of the texts, when we eat food, the food always need to realize as a medicine. Medicine. I'm eating this breakfast, lunch, dinner to sustain my body. Then this body and this mind I can apply, I can use for practicing Dharma. Right? So you can start the Dharma practice very simple way, but very effective. All your activities you can apply as a antidote of one of the negative thoughts. So even though when you turn on your light, you must think I'm going to turn on the light to dispel the darkness. The darkness can be two types. Another one is the external, the darkness of your room, darkness of your bathroom, toilet. I'm going to, dispel the darkness in my room. Then indirectly, I will turn on the wisdom light to dispel the darkness of ignorance I turn on the light of compassion to dispel the darkness of anger and hatred, attachment. So every month when you're paying the electricity bill, right? You're paying like 10 or 20 or 100 or $80. Also paying the electricity bill is kind of become accumulating merits. So this thing is kind of activities practicing become more effective than the only or merely doing chanting recitations. Next, we need to remember the order of the 10 chapter of Bodhisattva Way of Life. I already explained few times in the past. The first chapter is the benefiting or beneficial of practicing bodhicitta, right? So it's very clearly explained by Shantideva. The best way to accumulate merit is the practicing bodhicitta. The powerful purification is practicing bodhicitta. Very powerful kind of practice for loneliness is practicing bodhicitta. When you feel lonely, right, sometimes I feel we are very, very strange. Let's say you're always, living in your house, your room, then you feel I'm alone. You feel loneliness, right? You feel very lonely. Just think about you live in the HDB. How many, rooms are there? How many people living around there? Maybe 60, 80, 100 people living above you. Maybe 100 people living below you. More than 100 people living, beside you. How you can feel lonely? When you go to the food court, there's a very kind of crowded. How you can feel lonely? When you go around, like the evening or morning walk, you can see so many people doing exercise or jogging or walking, you're doing yoga. That means we are always living within the human beings. We should not feel loneliness. Somehow still you feel I'm very lonely, then practice bodhicitta. When you practice bodhicitta, you're going to remember all human beings. Not only human beings, you're going to remember all sentient beings around you. They're not just, just a simple sentient being. You need to remember those are like your dearest parents, your dearest relatives, your dearest friends. Then you cannot feel any more loneliness. There are so many benefiting or beneficial of practicing bodhicitta. When you really understood, yes, it's a lots of benefits. Then you're going to feel, you're going to believe, since today, I will practice bodhicitta every day. When you chant, like when you recite mantra, yes, that moment you feel, very calm and peaceful. After you stop chanting, your mind becomes same, right? You just do experiment. You just do some kind of research yourself. Morning you practice bodhicitta with very proper way. Then you can check how do you feel during when you are doing practicing bodhicitta. You check whole day how do you feel after practicing bodhicitta. Whole day you feel very peaceful, very calm. Even though when you see your enemy, you don't have sense of anger. Therefore, practicing bodhicitta is one of the most important practice also very kind of effective practice to control your negative thoughts, particularly hatred and anger. First chapter is beneficial of practicing Bodhicitta. So I said after you reading the first chapter, please uh, you collect few sentences which is affect your mind. You collect few sentences. You don't have to collect. You don't have to memorize all the words. Just collect me 4 or 5 sentences, 4 or 5 stanza. Make it like what first chapter. The second chapter is disclosure of evil. Right? Tibetan we say shakbeyanla. Mean the simple way we can use purification for the negative karma. You can say purification for non-virtuous actions. So when you realize there are so many benefits I can have through practicing bodhicitta, then you feel I want to practice bodhicitta. So when you try to practice bodhicitta, when you try to practice the pure path, we cannot focus continuously not more than 2-3 minutes. There can be many causes around, but 2 things are always disturbed for our practice. One is the destructive mind, right? Your mind is always disturbed with so many things. Therefore, how we can control the destructive mind? Even though right now we are in TBC, I'm trying to explain you the Dharma. You also try to listen my teaching, but some of your mind is already wandering around the supermarket. Some of your mind is already wandering in the coffee shop. Some of your mind may be wandering about with your friends. That means your body is here. Your mind is already gone. So there's a few kind of step. First step, you need to make sure you must think next 2 hours is the hour for studying Dharma. You must shut down all the thoughts. I need to focus, studying Dharma. Reduce your thoughts. Yes, it's quite easy, quite simple. You can say 2 hours I will focus on study Dharma, right? You can say, you can think. But then the mind is, after we saying, the mind is already has gone somewhere. This moment you keep thinking about food. You need to control your desire, your attachment towards the food. If you're thinking, with your friends, also you need to control your desire or attachment or enjoyment with your friends. So we have to learn how to focus on, the chosen practice based on controlling the destructive minds. The second is the very difficult kind of obstacle is the karma, the negative karma. So the negative karma is within us, in our mind. If the negative karma is so strong, so powerful, then we cannot, we're not able to practice, we're not able to meditate, we're not able to act always positively because the negative karma producing all the negative kind of thoughts or negative energy. So the most important, after you sincerely wish to generate bodhicitta, then second practice is practicing purification, purifying the negative karma. So second chapter you can see first kind of purification, then offering. Right? Therefore, in your daily life, but when you taking shower, all these things you can apply as a purifying negative karma. Then within the purification, the second part is a offering. Right? Also, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, particularly when you, for example, New Year, many of you buy new things, new clothes, new shoes, new furnitures. All the new things when you're buying from shops, before you use them, you offer them to the Tirbal gem. That means you are buying, after buying them, they offer it to the Tirbal gem. Also is practicing, you are practicing offering. Right? Then these two, you need to know the importance of. That means you are in one hand, you are purifying the negative karma. At the same time, you need to make a commitments. You need to make a small promise. I realize the negative karma are very serious. It's caused a lot of sufferings and problem in my life. Also, it causes and produce a lot of suffering for others. I need to purify. I need to destroy it. At the same time, I'm not going to engage into this kind of negative actions. Then at the same time, in order to generate bodhicitta, I need lots of the positive action, the positivities. So offering mandala, offering flower and foods, also you can apply for accumulating merits. So for example, if you wish to offer a flower, what do you have to? You have to go to the market, you have to buy it, it costs a lot of money. Right? But whether you cost or it's cheap, you have to buy breakfast, you have to buy lunch, you have to spend money for them. So why not your daily drink and food you use for offering as in offering practice of offerings? It's very effective way, also very meaningful. So every time when you offer the food and drink as an offering to the Tirbal gem, you can have three benefits. Once, when you offer the food to Tirbal gem, when you offer the food and drink to, like a Buddha's and Bodhisattva, short moment you remember the Buddha's and Bodhisattva. Right? If you have habits, if you got, kind of strong habit to remember them every day, maybe minimum 3 times, then when you're in the hospital, yes, you need to eat, food and you need to take a drink. Also, you need to take medicine. Also, that time you can remember the Tirbal gem. So while you are dying, while we are dying, also we can remember the Tirbal gem. So we can die based on remembering Tirbal gem, then we can say, I can live peacefully. You can see there are so many benefits remembering the Tirbal gems. Second, you pay for the breakfast lunch, somehow your money has gone. Why not, the food, buying drink, you can use as a useful accumulating merit. Therefore, remembering Tirbal gem, you're remembering, so you're accumulating merit. The third one, another important practice you can think, when you're offering food and drink to Tirbal gem, you're offering them, offering it to the Tirbal gem. At the same time, you can think the Tirbal gem, the Buddha's Bodhisattva, they bless my food. Then your food become, very nutritious, right? Nutritious. One is food is already good, plus the Tirbal gem of Buddha are going to bless your food. Then you can see it's very simple. That second chapter is purification accumulating merit. So what is the third chapter? Accepting bodhicitta. Right? Accepting. Now you can see, yes, I remember, I fully understood. There are so many benefits I can have if I practice bodhicitta. In order to generate continuously practicing bodhicitta, I need to purify negative karma. At the same time, I need to accumulate merit. Without having powerful merit, it is impossible to generate bodhicitta. So chapter number 3 is accepting bodhicitta based on purification, accumulating merit. After you generated bodhicitta, then what is the next? Chapter 4, conscientiousness. Right? In Tibetan we say pa yue. Means in better do we say cautious, like be careful, cautious, right? Cautious. Mean, let's say, very simple example, right? Many of you are using iPhone or maybe Samsung phone. After you bought it, second, what you need to buy? The protection, the illumination, the protection. There's a few things. One is, let's say, $10. The shopkeeper says it's $10, but it's not enough, not so strong. Then you buy the strongest one because if I don't have this protection, my phone is going to get damaged. After you generated bodhicitta, you always have to be very careful. You need a protection. Make sure your bodhicitta not destroyed by anger, attachment, desire, ego. So you need to stop arousing them. That means the chapter number 4 is the kind of cautious or kind of always be careful all your activities. The next chapter is what? 5th. Guarding alertness. So when we practice meditation, our mind got distraction. Our mind always distract, going very fast, quickly run away, because we don't have alertness. Right? Or we say, Tibetan said, Shejin. Shejin means, I ask all of you, okay, let's say this is only one book in the world. This is only the one book. There's no more books. This is very precious, very important. I ask, please you watch this book. Make sure nobody is going to steal it. Then what you have to do? Make sure you always watch the book. If you look around, somebody immediately will steal, take away. Like a CC camera, right? The CC camera is moving here and there. There's no guarantee people won't steal things. If the CC camera always put directly to the object, they can every moment they capture the image. That means alertness. Right? Then mindfulness. So the order of the chapter is very important. It show in all the steps of practicing bodhicitta, generating bodhicitta. Make sure the bodhicitta is not going to decline. Make sure the bodhicitta is not going to be destroyed. Right? So today we are going to study accepting bodhicitta, chapter number 3. Okay, chapter number 3 also is start with a kind of rejoicing. So why Shantideva, wrote rejoicing before accepting the bodhicitta? Why? An answer? Before he explained, uh, how to accept bodhicitta, he explained, few stanza for rejoicing. He wrote few stanza for rejoicing. Do you know why? Very simple. It's very simple. Again, is the point come to the accumulating merit. Let's say, some of you spend $100 or, buying flower to offer to the Buddhas. You spend $100 buying flower and offer to the Buddha. If your intention, if your motivation is very correct, very pure, surely we believe, I say we believe, we cannot see the merit. We believe, yeah, surely we or you going to accumulate, lots of merit. But you spend $100. Then I am next to you, I was just watching, oh, this person spent $100, buy the flower, going to offer, right? And I was pure rejoicing. I feel so, I'm rejoicing about your deeds. Deeds. So the amounts of merit, maybe we both accumulate same amounts of merit, but you spend $100, but I didn't spend any cent. But I got same amount of merit because of the rejoicing. So when you see somebody, doing kind of good things around you, you always need to remember rejoicing. But we have a very serious problem. Your neighbor is always, doing recitation, chanting, or sometimes giving money to here and there, some. But instead of rejoicing, you make a lot of bad comments. Too much recitation, chanting. This thing is right. It's not easy to have a rejoiced mind. Let's say some of your friends spend millions of dollars, for supporting the poor village. You can see the family, the group of people spending millions of dollars to benefit those village. Are you going to have a good comment or bad comments? Most of you have a bad comments. The money is coming from the bad, business or the corruption, all kinds of bad comments we can have. For us, it is not our kind of responsibility, not our duty to say the money is coming from where. We don't care. It's not our responsibility. We just watch the good action, good activities, good deeds, have a sense of rejoice. What Lama Tsongkhapa said, the best way to, the best way accumulating merit is without having negative thoughts, make a rejoicement. Therefore, Shantideva, beginning before accepting bodhicitta, he wrote, few stanza about rejoicing. Okay, so read the first stanza. Number 1. Gladly do I rejoice in the virtues that relieve the miseries, all those in unfortunate state, and that give happiness to the suffering. I rejoice in the virtues that relieve the misery. That's means Shantideva, he was making rejoice to the bodhicitta. Because virtues that relieve the misery of all those in the unfortunate state. Unfortunate state is referred to the samsara. We all in the unfortunate state. And that give happiness to the suffering beings, right? Suffering. When the first, let's say you can imagine Shantideva, he was in his room. He was thinking, I want to rejoice one of the virtues. Among the virtues, he realized the best, way of accumulating merits is I want to rejoice the bodhicitta. Because through practicing bodhicitta, all sentient beings, relief from the misery. Not only that, all sentient beings can achieve happiness. Therefore, first sentence is rejoicing bodhicitta. Second one, please read. I rejoice in the gathering of the virtues. That is the cause for the arhat awakening. I rejoice in the definite freedom of embodiment culture for the misery of second existence. Yeah. So I rejoice in the gathering of virtues. That is the cause for the arhat awakening. The arhat. Mean again, he rejoiced the bodhicitta because bodhicitta can be cause to achieve the arhat, cause to achieve the Buddhahood. The second sentence you can say, I rejoice in the definite freedom of in-body creature from the misery of self-existence. So there are so many practices. If we practice bodhicitta, surely we can be free. We can be definitely freedom from the samsara. Again, he rejoiced practicing bodhicitta. Stanza number 3. I rejoice in the beginning of the Buddhas and also the spiritual level of the children. That means also he have a very pure rejoicement to the bodhicittas, Buddha's bodhicittas. Also have a very strong pure rejoicement to the Bodhisattva's children, which is Bodhisattva. That means he very much, focusing, rejoicing on the bodhicitta. Stanza number 4. With the gladness I rejoice in the ocean of virtues for developing a awakening mind, that wish all beings to be happy, as well as the deeds that bring them benefits. Again, rejoicing. Number 5. We fold hands a message, Buddhas of all directions, to shine the lamp of Dharma for all where of misery goes. I said at the beginning, so most of the chanting, they chant about practicing, chant about seven limb practices. 7 limb. What are the 7 limb? Number 1, prostration. Number 2, offering, making offering. Number 3, confession. Number 4, rejoicing. Number 5, requesting the Guru or live long life or turn wheel of Dharma. The number 6, requesting the Guru to live long life. Number 7, dedication, 7 limb. So the first chapter is just beneficial of bodhicitta. The second is the purification and prostration. That so 3 7 limb already finished. Prostration, making offering, confession. Now the stanza number 5 is requesting the Guru to live long life. Turn the wheel of Dharma. Now here look at, with the folded hands, a message to the Buddhas of all directions, to shine the lamp of Dharma for all bewildered misery gloom. Means, now you can see the point here. He realized practicing bodhicitta very important, not only for him. He wished all sentient beings all human beings can wish to practice bodhicitta. Then he thought that time, wow, it is so important. All the Buddhas must, in the 10 direction, must live for long life to turn wheel of Dharma. Therefore, Buddha for all directions to shine the lamp of Dharma, all bewarded, misery grown. Let's say you are very sick. For example, you are very sick, then you met a good doctor. After receiving prescription medicine, then within few weeks, you are fully, free from the sickness. You are fully recovered. Then what you wish? You wish this doctor can live long life and always, give the prescription to the sick people. It's same way. Is one of the limb which is requesting the turn of Dharma, turn wheel of Dharma, right? To benefit whom? Bewildered and misery gloom. Stanza number 6. With folded hands I beseech the conqueror who wish to pass away, to please remain for countless eon and not to leave the world in darkness. Is one of the seven limb, one of the limb which is requesting the Guru, the Buddha, who wish to pass away, still wish to live, long life until end of the samsara. This is one of the lamb. Also here, right, another problem we have in our daily life. When I hear, oh, one of the sifu or one of the lama or guru are giving teaching, also we must feel rejoice. Again, we make a lot of bad comments. Even though you are not going to attend the teaching, whoever going to attend teaching, you say, oh, you should not go. The guru is no good, that's good, no, so we make a lot of comments. Therefore, sometimes even though, we accumulate a lot of negative karma, without having anything related to our daily life. Therefore, 6 is one of the 7 limb. Stanza number 7. Thus by the virtues collected through all I have done, may the pain of every living creature be completely clear away. Yes, generally we wish all, sentient being, completely clear away from the sickness, pain and suffering. You can always wish all sentient being free from sickness, free from, difficulties, number 1. Number 2, when you see your neighbors, the neighbor is a believer or non-believer, the neighbor is Buddhist or non-Buddhist or Christian, no matter. When you see your neighbor having sick, your neighbor is sick, you wish my prayers, my merit can cause him or her free from sickness. You don't have to buy medicine. You don't have to spend any dollar. You just do kind of a dedication, complete clear away. Number 8. May I be the doctor, the medicine, and may I be the nurse for all sick beings in the world until everyone is healed. Yes? That means when you see someone is sick, immediately I wish I can be doctor. I wish I can be medicine. So this thing come in your mind if you have the bodhicitta, if you have a great compassion, if you have a unconditional compassion. When you see someone have a problem, immediately you wish to have. If you don't have a compassion, if you kind of very ego person, so you won't have this kind of thoughts. Number 9, may I rain of food and drink descend to clear away the pain of thirsty and hunger and the drink aeon of may I message change into food and drink. So this, the Shantideva, he really wished to be food and drink. He really wished he himself change into food and drink. What do you think it is possible you can be changed as a food and drink? Can you be food? Can you be a drink? Can? How? You can buy food, you can buy drink. How you can be food? How you can be drink? Nobody can drink you, right? Huh? Mosquito. Yeah, no. That means you wish to be food for others. You wish to be drink for others. Right? So here, what I thought about this thing. So right now we have a body. The body is made of bones and blood and flesh. After we died, what happened to our body? Let's say your body put underground. After a few months, few years, your whole parts of body is going to be kind of dust. Right? Then after many years, your bones, your flesh, your blood, everything become kind of particles. Then gradually the particle transform into different things like a rice, flower, tree, mango. It can be changed into different types, so many different things. Therefore, our body also can be caused to have a big tree. Our body can be caused to transform into water. Our body can be transformed into tree and a flower. Also, this way you can think, I wish to be food for them. So you are talking your body. Then another important one, we have a gross body. This body is very gross, made of flesh and bones, come from parents. Still we have another type of body, which is the subtle body, the subtle body, the subtle energy, the subtle wind. Right? So when you practice reach kind of high level, particularly if you are practicing Dharma with a higher Tantrayana, then there's a way you yourself, you can be transformed as a food and drink. This is, it's a possible. As a normal, you can think, my body can be can be transformed as a food and drink for hunger people and thirsty people, for thirsty beings. And particularly, we believe in the hungry beings. That we believe in hungry beings. There are hungry beings. Therefore, even though you can imagine, if you need to live for 1 week without food and drink, how do you feel? Not easy, right? Not easy. Even though if you don't take breakfast, 11 o'clock you will feel so hungry and thirsty. Without food and drink, you cannot survive for a few weeks. Cannot. There are so many beings we believe, we name hungry beings. They cannot get food and drink for a few months, for a few years. Therefore, when you see thirsty and hungry people, you wish I wish to be food and drink for them. Particularly, I wish to be food and drink for the hungry beings. Here, another practice you can add. Even though when you go in the toilet, the waste also you dedicate to transform food for the hungry beings. When you, what you say, after you copy something, come out flame, flame, right? India, very simple. The flame you can throw everywhere. Singapore, you cannot, but still can see so many people doing. Even though Tibetan monks, who practice pure Dharma, also the flame they dedicate to benefit for the hungry beings. Hungry beings. Here another actually, the truth story I will share with you. There was a, hungry beings family, right? The kids are so hungry for many months. The mother was looking for food for many months. The mother left the children. He was going around to get a food. He'd been for 3 months for searching food. One day he got a flame in her hand because of the monk. When he threw the flame, he did a dedication. He did that. He wished the flame can be transformed as a food for the hungry beings. So she collected the flame in her hand. Still, she was looking around the food for a long time. Then another monk saw, the mother asked, "Why you are here? Your children are so hungry. They are so thirsty. Why you are going around?" Then she said, "I'm going around for searching food. Food. So far, I got only one piece of flame from a monk." Then the monks want to see it, right? He cannot open the hand. It's truly become like this. Therefore, every food and drink also you can dedicate, or you can wish this drink and food can be food and drink for the hungry beings. Then actually the hungry being can get the food and drink from you. That means you are sharing your food and drink with the hungry beings. Can you share? Not easy. Because you think then, oh, my food going to be lesser. You worry. No, your food not going to be lesser. The amount of food all is same before dedication, after dedication. But due to your dedication, due to your prayers, the hungry goes food from you. Then sometimes we worry, oh, if I dedicate my food for hungry beings, then I'm going to get sickness and disease. That many people worry. For example, I tell you, I don't think any of you can do it. When you walk around the food, sometimes you can see, the orange, the cake on the roadside. You are so hungry. Can you eat what you call the kind of bread? The traditional, yeah. And you saw there's a bunch of fruits and the kind of, bun. Can you eat them? You are so hungry. Can you still eat or not? Can or cannot? Difficult. You are so worried because you thought, oh, if I eat this food, oh, there is somebody going to harm me. For me, I can, but I don't want. Why I don't want? If we eat the bun and fruits, people say, look at the monk. It's become a bad image for the monk. Otherwise, okay, right? Therefore, you can share your food and drink for all sentient beings, particularly the hungry beings. Therefore, everyone has food. Sentence number 10. May I become an accessible treasure for those who are poor and destitute. May I turn into the all things they could need and be placed close by. Yeah, this is all the dedication. Stanza number 11. Without any sense of loss, I shall give up my body and enjoyment, as well as all my virtues for the 3 times, for the sake of benefit all. So therefore, the first line is very important. Without any sense of loss. Without any sense of loss. When you give a food, when you give a clothes, when you're giving something, make sure after you give them in a way, you should not feel sense of loss. Sense of loss. Then here the enjoyment, right? I shall give up my body and enjoyment. It's supposed to say my wealth, my wealth. Tibetan is here, stanza number 11. I checked this morning. Lu is a body, Longzhi is the wealth, your wealth. So when you share your wealth, your food, and what you are going to share with someone, first you make sure you're able to share it with others. After share food and drink with others, make sure you should not feel sense of loss. It's happen, in our life. It's happen for us. For example, when you see someone is so hungry, you share your food. Then you realize, oh, the food is not enough for me. Then you feel regret about sharing the food. Also, another issue we have, okay, when you visit a temple, when you meet, someone who asking, donation from you, contribution from you, that time you become kind of emotional. Then you make a big contribution. After a few hours, you feel regret or too much. I could give only $50, right? $100 is too much. Then whatever you get, it not really become pure generosity. Without sense of loss. Whether we give or we keep, at the end we have to leave everything behind us. Therefore, this is kind of very important advice. Without any sense of loss, I shall give up my body and my wealth, as well as all my virtues of 3 times. Giving virtues is quite easy because you cannot see your virtues going to be lesser, right? By giving in your wealth, when you give away something, your wealth become lesser, and as well as my virtues for 3 times, for the sake of being benefiting all. So the number 12, by giving up all, sorrow is transcendent, and my mind will realize the sorrowless state. It is best that I give everything to all beings in the same way as I shall. That I'm not sure is. I will read in the Tibetan one. You don't have this. That I thought it's very strange. These words. Number 12. Tibetan we say here. Tamje dame nyangen de dalo nyangen de ba tu. Tamje tongwa chapji la samje namla tangwe cho. His sentence is complete in the same, it best that I give everything to all beings. Also this look at, by giving up all, sorrow is transcendent. What does mean giving up all? What does mean? If you give everything, how you can reach to the sorrowless state? You will have more sorrow and suffering. How? How? But he says, by giving up all, sorrow is transcendent, and my mind will realize the sorrowless state. Here we need to really understand what does mean, complete. I practice complete generosity. What does mean complete, generosity? When you're giving something to someone, in the corner of your mind, you got some kind of attachment. You got some kind of what you call miscellaneous, measurelessness. You want to give, but also you still holding in your mind that then when you are giving something to someone, you must give from your heart. There's no any attachment. There's no any sense of loss. Right? You can see, I always remember when you look around this, the light offering, there's a name, each of the lamb. Also, we offer, flower, quite some time. We offer flower as a important month or day. Also, we ask the center to attach my mind. You can see all the names of the Buddhas. That means you contribute, let's say $20 for flowers. When you come to the temple, you want to see it. What do you think? This is my flower. Still, you are not really giving. You still hold in your heart. Right? Therefore, when you giving something to someone, make sure when you give it, you don't have any sense of attachment, sense of belonging. This is my flowers. This is my Buddha. That means when you giving some, you give up. That you give up. By giving up all, means giving up all your attachment, anger, hatred. You shouldn't have this kind of sense. Therefore, how we know? We know after we know the second line, and my mind will realize the sorrowless state. Stanza number 13. Having given this body up for the pleasure of all living beings, by killing, by boxing, beating it, may they always do as they please. Now, since here, the stanza number 13, 14, 15, 16 are another kind of important stanzas. So when you dedicate your body, when you dedicate your virtues, when you dedicate your practice to benefit others, mean you are really giving up your body, your speech, your mind, you are totally give up everything from your heart, Right? When you say, since today I dedicate my body to benefit others, mean since your body belongs to whom? Belongs to other. No more belongs to you. After you dedicate your body to other, you still feel this body belongs to me. You can use it. Of course, you can use the body, but you should not have a sense of, possessed. You still possess, this is my body, mean verbally you dedicate your body. You are not, dedicate the body from your heart. Then how we know the differences, giving by purely giving from your heart, not giving by your heart, how we know? Now here is stanza number 13. Having giving this body up for the pleasure of all living beings, right? We giving up, we dedicate the body to, all sentient beings for their pleasure or for their happiness. Then by killing, abusing, beating, and they always do as they please. Right? What does it mean? Since you giving up your body to other, since they can do whatever they want. They abuse you, they really hit your body, you should not get angry. You say, may they always do as they please. 14. Please read. Although they may play with my body, the mug is a source of jet and Live up to them. What is this used for holding a deer? Right? This also when you somebody use your body. Somebody like you use your body source of jest, reproach. When you get angry, upset, that means you haven't give your body to someone from your heart. What is the cause for holding is dear, right? Then what you have to think, whether I give up my body from my heart or not, at the end, I have to leave my body behind me, right? Since the body going to eaten by the insect, germs or dog, this thing, then slowly you need to practice non-attachment with your body, with your belongings, based on, dedication, based on giving up things to others. Stanza number 15. Therefore I shall let them do anything to eat that does not cause them any harm. When anyone encounter me, may I never be meaningless for them. So this become, is explained quite uh, deep practice. Therefore, I already give away my body to benefit others. My virtues, my wealth, my practice, I give up everything to others, give up it to all sentient beings to benefit for them. Then, therefore, I shall let them do anything to it. They do not cause them any harms, but harms. And when anyone encounter me, may it never be meaningless for them. That means somebody use your body, somebody asks you to do so many things, you should not feel annoying. When anyone encounter me and you encounter me, always wish, may it never be meaningless for them. Number 16. In those who encounter me, faithful or any anger thoughts arise, may they entirely become the source for fulfilling all their wishes. So this is also very important advice for us. That if any those who encounter me, faithful or anger thoughts arise. When somebody see you, somebody feel somebody has a good thoughts about you, then also you wish you become the source of fulfilling their wish. When somebody see you, maybe without reasoning or with the reasoning, the person got angry. Also you wish, arousing anger based on me, the anger also become the source of fulfilling their wish. If you have this kind of thoughts, this kind of practice, then somebody criticize you, you won't get angry and upset. Somebody have a very big praise about you. They always admire. They say so many admiring things about you. You will not feel so happy. If they think I'm a very good person, you wish is good for them. If they say, "Oh, you are a very nice person," you should not get kind of ego. You should not let your ego arise. You must think is good for them. Number 17. May all who say bad thing to me or the harm, and those who mock and insult me have the fruit to full awakening. right? Therefore, if somebody say bad thing behind you, what do you think? What you have to think? Have the fruit to fulfill awakening, or cause me to any other harm. If somebody try to harm you, should not get angry. What you have to think? Have the fortune to fulfill awakening. Then who mock and insult you, what do you think? What you have to think? Have the fortune to fully awakening. That these are kind of, it's a very practical mind training. Also, those are very practical practice controlling your negative thoughts. But what we do in the daily life, we are exactly, I say in the past, we are piece of like cotton, or one piece of the bloom, right? Who's it? Bloom, balloon. How pronounce? Balloon. Just imagine you are like a piece of balloon on the roadside. When the car drive, what happened? The balloon move here and there, just moving here. It doesn't stay one place. So our mind is like a very kind of piece of balloon. Somebody prays about you, you feel so happy. You think, oh, I'm one of the good person. You feel very happy. Then your mind moves somewhere. Then immediately somebody criticizes you. What do you feel? You get upset. You get angry. Therefore, our mind is not so stable. Not stable, of course, not so stable. So our mind always have to be very stable. We need to stabilize our mind. So Dharma teach us how to stable our mind. The Dharma teach us how our mind to be strong. Right? So therefore, every moment we feel angry, upset, we feel very annoying because we're not able to stable our mind. Therefore, since today, what we have to do? Somebody, you hear somebody saying a lot of bad things about you, you cannot stop them to saying bad things about you. Instead of getting anger, you wish, saying bad thing about me, wish to cause them to generate bodhicitta. If somebody praise you, you should not be too happy because there are so many people saying bad thing about you. If you compare, how many people saying good thing about you, very few. How many people saying bad thing about you? So many people. Compare this to, saying good thing about you is very little number. Number is very little. So we should not be happy when you hear the good things. We should not be upset when you hear, saying bad thing about you. Just stabilize your mind. Right? It's same way, it is also good thing happen in your life. You should not be too happy, should not be too excited. Just remain in the neutral way. Number 17. Yeah, number 18. May I be protector for those without one. I guard for all traveler on the way. May I be bridge and board and ship for all who wish to cross on the water. But this here is a true meaning again. May I be protector for those without one. You can protect someone for this lifetime, right? Someone need protections. But Singapore, how you can protect others? Not easy, right? If you are a policeman, if you are a soldier, if you are army, you can protect your citizen. As a normal individual people, how you can protect your neighbors? How you can protect someone on the street? Not easy, right? If you try to protect someone, the person make a complaint about you. You know the person need protection, but you cannot protect. If there's a way, I say always, if there's a way, you must protect someone. This means you can protect someone for this lifetime. The second protection, I be protector, means after you become a Buddha, after you become a Bodhisattva, then you become actual protector. Also, when you protect someone, you need to check the environment. But if you are a very enthusiastic person, you are a very compassionate person, if you protect someone everywhere, then there's a danger they can harm you. Therefore, when you try to protect someone, you must use your wisdom. You're not enough to just your compassion. You use your compassion with your wisdom. Then again, I guide for all traveler to the way, on the way. Again, it has a two meaning, right? So you can be a guide to show the path someone who are lost their directions. Number one. Number two, after you become a Buddha, after you become Bodhisattva, you can be the actual guide, become actual guide to who wish to go to the Buddhahood. May I be the bridge and boat and ship for all who wish to cross the water. Again, the water, the ocean have two meanings. One is the general ocean, general water. Second is the samsara. Samsara always analogy with the ocean. Ocean like a samsara. Samsara like a ocean. Samsara like a muddy ocean. So, if you become Bodhisattva, you can be the best boat and ship for all who wish to cross the samsaric water, samsaric oceans. There's a two meanings. Number 19, please read. One, and a lamp for those who light. May be the bed and who wish to rest, ever for all who want to sleep. Number 20, may I be wishing jewel, magic was, powerful mantra and great medicine. May I become the wishing fulfilled tree, the cow of plenty for the world. 21. Space and the may always support the life for all boundless creatures. These are all is kind of dedication and rejoicing, mainly for dedicating their life, their practice, their daily activities. So just like a space and the great elements such as earth, may I always support the lives or support the sentient being of all the boneless creatures. Creature refer to the sentient being. So this one, how can we need to practice patience and the joy effort. Right? Now, how you can have this kind of thoughts? For example, you have one of the best, you have only one best friend, only one in Singapore. You don't have a many, you have only one, best friend, right? When your best friend is very sick, what do you wish? I wish I can be doctor to help my friends. Your friend is very thirsty and very hungry. What you wish? I wish to be food and drink for my best friend. Then finally you wish, I can support without having any kind of suffering to benefit my best friend, like a earth. Earth. The earth, sometimes we human being is a very, very kind of careless. Actually, we are really, being careless. Whatever we eat, it come from where? Come from the earth. The fruit, the juice, the rice, the tomato, everything come from where? From the earth. The clothes we wear come from where? Earth. The house we live come from where actually? Earth. Right? Earth. So, since you have a pure and great compassion, you wish to be like a earth. Earth. Therefore, all the Bodhisattva, they are like a earth. That somebody step on you like many times, you won't feel anger and upset. Like you become an earth to benefit for those people. Then next one, stanza number what? Yeah, 22. And until they pass away from pain, may also the source of life, for all realm for wide being, that ran into the end of the space. 23. Previous Sugata, giving birth on the awakening mind, and just as the successively dwell in the Bodhisattva practice. Now, stanza number 23 is kind of, you are going to have a very strong inspiration for generating or accepting bodhicitta. Now you need to remember Sindhanam all the way to 23 can be dedication, can be rejoicing, practice of rejoicing, practice of dedication. Now is the actual verses for accepting bodhicitta. So how we accept, how we going to practice the bodhicitta? First, we need kind of, what you call model, right? Model who can be kind of example. Just as the previous Sugata give birth to an awakening mind, and just as they successively dwell in the Bodhisattva practice. First, we need to think how I can practice bodhicitta, how? Then first you think Buddha Shakyamuni, right? Buddha Shakyamuni. First he was born in the noble family. He was a simple boy. Then slowly he learned so many things. Then slowly he practiced bodhicitta. Then finally he became a Buddha. Now you got a little bit inspiration, contemplating based on the Buddha Shakyamuni. Now you need to think, I want to practice bodhicitta as Buddha Shakyamuni. Now the current example, many of us, have the opportunity, a good opportunity to meet the 14th Dalai Lama for many times. Now you must think, I will follow the Bodhisattva path as the Dalai Lama. So His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama is the living Bodhisattva. Forget about he's a Buddha or forget, just think he's the living Bodhisattva. I wish practice Bodhisattva, bodhicitta. I will accept bodhicitta as how His Holiness accepted bodhicitta, how he had been practicing bodhicitta. You need to get a certain inspiration. 23. 24. Likewise, for the sake of all dead lives, do I give birth to the awakening mind. Likewise shall I, to successively follow the practice. This stanza number 24 is the accepting the both bodhicitta, right? Inspiration, so like engaging bodhicitta. Remember the analogy from the stanza number 1. Stanza number 15. In brief, the awakening mind should be understood to be the two types. The mind that aspires to awaken, and the mind that adventure to do so. There's two types of bodhicitta. One is the just uh, inspiration. One is the engaging. Here there's a word, mind that's venture to do. As understood by the distinction between inspiring to go and going. So the wise understand is turn the distinction between these two. That means first two line, right? Likewise, for the sake of all that lives, do I give birth to awakening mind? That means, and likewise shall I. That means I will practice bodhicitta. That means you are inspiring for practicing bodhicitta. The last line, successively follow the practice. Or not, I'm not just wish to be bodhisattva. I'm not just wishing to generate bodhicitta. As well, I will practice the six perfections. That means go and going. Right? Go and wish to go and actual going is different. That means what we have to do again in the morning, So first, I wish to be Buddha to benefit. I wish to be Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. You are really aspiring for becoming Buddha. Then, in order to become Buddha, actually I practice, the paths, mainly six perfections. Therefore, when you offer a candle light, any temple, anywhere, I wish to be Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Therefore, I will practice the generosity over the light. Also, when you offer fruits and food, food and fruits, also you must think, I wish to be Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Therefore, I will practice, generosity. I will practice, non-attachment. That means you are not just wishing to be Buddha. You are actually, already you're going to engage into the path, right? Now, I said at the beginning, the practice is a very simple, also is very effective. Always remember, yes, that the conventional bodhicitta can be two types. One, I give birth to the awakening mind, and likewise shall I too. Then the last line, successively follow the practice. That practice. That means 23 is show us whom we should follow. We should follow all the Tathagata in the previous. Then I will accept the bodhicitta as all the Tathagata. Not only just accept it, I will engage, I will follow the practices, particularly the six perfections. Right? What are the six perfections? Number one, generosity. Number two, ethical practice of ethical discipline or shila. Number 3, patience. Number 4, joy, effort. Number 5, mindfulness or meditation. Then, also Chimba, Chudim, Zoba, Chundu. The number Chimba, Chudim, Zoba, Chundu, something. Then 6 1, wisdom. First, generosity. Number 2 is ethical discipline. Number 3 is patience. That remember what Master Chandrakirti said, Davatapa said, within the 6 perfections, first 3 are very stable for the lay people. Generosity, ethical discipline, and patience. But as a lay person, among the 6, these 3 are very, very relevant. Also, you can practice every day in your daily life. Generosity. You can be generous for everything. Then ethical discipline. Be ethical person. Everybody have to be ethical person. Particularly after you take in the lay person vows, you must practice the ethical discipline. Then patience. In our life, so many problems we have because we don't practice patience. We are not able to be patient. Then joy, effort. Joy, effort, not just effort. Joy, effort. So when we practice Dharma, first we need a sense of joyness. You need to feel happiness. When you have a sense of joyness, sense of happiness, so when you engage into practice, you can be very happy doing the practice. When we practice Dharma, we should not think it's kind of burden. Right? But for us, many of us feel, what we say, I have to. I don't want, but I have to. Right? Joy, effort. So, effort can be for good, can be for bad. The joy effort means we need to put effort for the good, the virtuous actions, the joy effort. Then Chimba, Tsurim, Zopa, Tsundu. Then meditation or mindfulness and the wisdom. So that means what I'm trying to explain you. What does mean successively follow the practice? Means mainly you can practice the 6 prajna paramita, 6 prajna, 6 perfection. As a lay person, as a beginner, you can more focus on the first 3 perfections. But if you are a very ethical person, you can live happy life with your family. If you are very patient, then you can maintain your friendship, relationship with other well. If you are not, you are very impatient, then we cannot keep a healthy relationship with your families, your friends, your neighbors, your life partner. Therefore, we need to be patient. Now 25, 26 are kind of sense of feeling happiness about generating or accepting bodhicitta. 25, please chant. In order to further increase from now on, minor, right? That's mean 26. Today, my love has borne the fruit, having well obtained the human existence. I've been born in the family of Buddha, and now I'm on Buddha children. Therefore, again, we need to practice the mindfulness. After you accepted the bodhicitta, let's say you already generated bodhicitta, you always need to remember, I am very fortunate. I am very fortunate. So this life is the first lifetime I ever, accepted bodhicitta. You need to remember you yourself is very fortunate. Maybe this lifetime is the first lifetime we heard about bodhicitta. This life may be the first lifetime among the billions of life, countless life. First time maybe we are hearing emptiness. Therefore, you need to feel you are fortunate, very fortunate. Not only that, you must think today, this morning, I generate bodhicitta, I am become the children of or child of the Buddha. That means who will be your father? Buddha. All Buddhas are your father. You are their children. What does mean, their children? We say Buddhas and his children. So this has another important kind of explanation. Let's say you are very naughty or you are very bad child. You never listen to your parents. You never listen to your father. You never listen to your mother. You always does all the bad things. Then what the parents going to say to you? You are not my child, right? You say, no, you are not my child. Go away. They cannot accept, the boy or the girl as your child. You know, actually they are your child, but you say, you're not my child, right? Child. Then suddenly one day, the child become very nice, very honest, did a lot of good things. Then what are you going to say? Oh, you are my child, my child. So until today, for years of lifetime, we've been so naughty. We always done lots of bad things. This lifetime, maybe today is the first time we have accepted the bodhicitta. The Buddha going to say, you are my child. So today you become a good boy or good daughter. So Buddha feel kind of, usually Buddha doesn't feel happy and upset, right? But it's a common sense. You can imagine all the Buddha feel so happy about you because you have accepted the bodhicitta. You realize the importance of bodhicitta. Therefore, here, right? And now am one of Buddha's children. 27. Thus, whatever action I do from now on must be in accordance with the families. Never shall I. And therefore, you must feel, sense of uh, rejoice yourself. Also, at the same time, you are making a commitment, making a promise, not, follow the bad action. Whatever action I do from now on must be in accordance with the family, namely according to the Buddha's family. Never shall I disgrace of the flute, the novel, and the unsold rest. Okay, so we can stop here. The next lessons we go mostly we go through the practice. First maybe 10-15 minutes we're going to contemplate about beneficial of bodhicitta. Then maybe we spend little time for purification, then offering, then again purification and prostration. Then we enter into accepting bodhicitta and practice bodhicitta. Right? Okay, so we can stop here. We can have a little time for Q&A. Any question, please feel free. If there's any, you need a clarification, please let me know.
Perhaps you can elaborate more because the thought of I'm giving up my body. I don't know is it really physical body, let alone really action on it. The thought already scared me. I'm feeling a few things again no escapism. So this is something very difficult to understand.
Okay, she asked, have a more elaborate for the son number 13, 14, 15. Surely it's very difficult to understand the practice. Here, before I will explain, I will ask you that somebody, let's say, snatch, like I said, beat you. When somebody beat you, you will anger. You feel angry, right? Somebody punch you, somebody beat you, somebody beating you. How do you feel? Happy? No. You feel angry. Why?
Not only angry, I think there will be fear, scared. There's a lot of emotion.
Yeah. Yes, there will be any kinds of emotion, right?
Yes.
Fear or angry or like disappointment. So many things, emotion happen. Why this thing happen? Why?
Because there's an I.
Yes, the I is always there. But the I, let's say me, right? Me, I'm not talking about you guys. Let's say me. Since I have very strong kind of I strongly possess. This is my body. This is my. Now we use some logic. Actually, the bones, the flesh, the blood, actually is your or your parents. It belongs to you or it actually belongs to your parents. It belongs to you or it belongs to your parents. Tell me. Actually, it must be belongs to our parents. It come from there. So actually, we don't have the right to say this is mine. It's not your right. It's your parents. But somehow we have a sense of attachment. This is mine. So since you reduce your attachment to your body, that then somebody beat you, instead of you getting anger, you feel it's good. You now feel you doesn't you have a pleasant feeling because you already dedicate, you already give, you already offer your body to others. You already offer your body to others. Since the body is no more you, no more belongs to you, you belong to others. That means they are using their belongings. They're not using your belongings because your body no more belongs to you because you already give away. You already offer it to someone, right? Therefore, giving this body up for the pleasure of all living beings by killing, abusing, beating it, may they always do as they please, because this body is there, not our, not mine. Although they may play with my body. It's very interesting that say we human being is a very kind of very interesting beings. When somebody use us as a toy play, we feel very angry. We're going to say, no, don't play with me, right? But many of you have been playing with the dog and cats. You have what called that? Huh?
Pets.
Yeah, pet dog. The dog is just there. You throw the ball, say, go and catch up. What kind of being we are? What? Actually, we are not happy somebody playing us as a toy, but we are very happy playing with the dogs and cats and birds, all kinds of things. Number one. Number two, many of us, also many tourists spend lots of money and go around the Singapore Zoo. When you go around the zoo, you feel very happy watching the elephant, the tiger, the monkey, the gorilla. Wow, you feel so happy, right? Actually, we are using them for our own entertainment, for our enjoyment. If you are able to talk to the elephant, are you happy in the zoo? Well, they say, no, I'm not happy at all. Ask the chimpanzee, ask the monkey, are you happy in the Singapore Zoo? No. They go to say, compared with Indian Zoo, my condition is much better. Right? But I'm having a lot of sufferings. Therefore, first what you need to realize, mistakenly, I possess, this is my body. Actually, this body is not actually belongs to me, it belongs to my parents. But I have an attachment. Second, since I practice bodhicitta, I did dedicate my body to others. Since this body belongs to them, no more belongs to me. Therefore, they can do whatever they want because this body is their property, not mine. So we have to, cut the attachment. We have to cut the misunderstanding about our body. Then you can think, this 15. Therefore, I shall let them do anything to it. They do not cause them any harms. And when anyone encounter me, may it never be meaningless for them. Actually, since you have a non-attachment in your body, then this thing very easy to accept this fact. Otherwise, cannot. Even though, let's say, somebody is going to, let's say, kill you. Somebody going to kill us to benefit for them, fulfill their kind of desire, fulfill their wishing. Right? Somebody going to kill us, they will, if there's some kind of, the mad person, they kill without any reason. Most of the time people, kill, people murder with a certain reasons. When they killed us, after that they feel so happy. At least they feel happiness through killing us. Also, feeling happiness for them is one of our wishing. Right? Then you can think it's okay. After they killing me, they feel happy. It's good for them. It's also one of my wishing. Instead of getting angry, you must feel, I fulfill their wishing to give up my life. Bit clear? Still cannot accept the practice. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I understand the thought of it, however, you see, if I were to say, it's okay, you can kill me, but they are having a very bad karma, they go to hell.
Therefore, what you have said, the next lesson is here. The next, may it never be meaningless for them. They can accumulate marriage is their problem. Problem for you must think after they killing me, make sure they never cause any meaningless. That means you are doing your job. You are doing your job, Therefore, you don't need to worry they are accumulating merit. But still you are wishing they're not going to accumulate merit after they killing me. Right? That means you are doing your job, you are taking your responsibility, you are not, taking their job. Yeah. Okay, so it's almost 12. Any question? One more, then we can stop. Okay, please.
Thank you for precious teachings.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that they use showering to purify. You elaborate on that. And does it mean that after purification, you always fall sick or bad things that happen to us?
Okay, usually, so this one is in a way not good to share my kind of daily life activities. Yes, when I'm taking shower, I have a two thing in my mind. One, when I'm taking shower, of course I need to use the actual water. It's coming from the water tap. Then clean my the physical the skin things. Second, at the same time, also I visualize all the celestial being, above me, also showering on me. This showering I will apply for purifying my inner, what goes steam, inner kind of, what goes is inner smell, external smell, inner smell, right? Smelly. Yes, also when you are taking shower, you can do these two practice. One, you said that through the water coming from water, it clear my physical body, my body. Through the visualizing, the water coming from the celestial being is killing my inner kind of stint, 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 like when you smell a stint, inner external. This is you no need to worry, you are having sickness disease. The most another kind of serious one practicing when you practice giving and taking, they have to be very careful, very careful. If your mind is not so stable, if you are not kind of good practitioner, then when you're taking suffering and sickness from other upon you, then there can be danger to go the sickness. One of the, I think, not only, I think like a Kadamba master can show. One is the Atisha Domdamba. Domdamba, Jung Domdamba. He is the, founder of the Kadampa. His mom was seriously ill. Serious kind of, illness. So Domdamba practiced, giving and taking. So actually he took his mother's sickness. Finally, he got this sickness. He got serious illness. But Domdamba, he took the sickness with the intention he able to take. After he got sick, he never feel kind of discouragement or never feel kind of disappointment. For us, there's a danger after we taken their sickness, we feel discouragement. Also, we feel little bit unhappiness. So taking shower, this thing no problem. Make sure you have to be very careful when you practice, giving and taking. This thing is have to be very careful. Also, I know some of you are going to go to India. So when you practice, giving and taking, when you practice great compassion around Bodh Gaya, around the, Varanasi, I ask you practice compassion with the wisdom. What happened? What happened one time for the group of Singaporean who went for pilgrimage? Yeah, those guys are very compassionate, always practice very compassion. On the way, they saw, one of the few people taking away, I think, few cows on the truck, in the truck. They know they're going to go for slogan. They stop roadside. They say you cannot kill them. Then there's serious problem, right? This kind of situation, you just do dedication, you do prayer, you cannot stop. That means you practice compassion with the wisdom. So also you need to think how I can practically practice compassion, how I can practically practice patience, practically. Yeah, normally you stay alone, you can practice patience for any kinds of activities come up to you. That when somebody try to harm you, still you practice patience, what happens? The people really harm you. This question asked to Dalai Lama. Somebody asked the question. He said, yes, usually I practice patience and compassion. If I know somebody could kill me, I won't practice patience, I will run away. Better to run away. Because short time, skip this kind of thing, practice patience. If the person become with a high realizer, then it's different things. But he said, I better run away. Okay, so thank you so much, all of you, for attending the class. I ask you to keep this book your daily kind of sadhana. When you have free time, please open the book. You use the soft copy and read few sentences and try to apply the meaning as much as you can. I really wish all of you can be Bodhisattva, within this lifetime. So we do dedication as usual. But first we dedicate all the merit ourselves to able to practice the pure Dharma, particularly bodhicitta, for cause to achieve Buddhahood to benefit all sentient beings. Changjo senjo rinpoche ma ye ba na ki gyu ye wa nyam ba me ba yang kong ne kong du per wa er jo. Dong ye da wa rinpoche ma ye ba na ki gyu ye wa nyam ba me ba yang kong ne kong du per wa. Second, we dedicate the merit to live long life all the lineage guru, also live long life all the good people who are benefiting for different communities, different countries. Jede ayambe yagan tanje do mine chune zase zare matu muge guba gunje ne tsiri ne me de ye lembo. Last, we dedicate the merit to benefit all sentient beings, particularly benefit your friends and relatives and family. All merits we've been accumulating for many months or many years, all merits, all positive action, we're going to mix with all the Buddha's Bodhisattva's merit. Jamba Bhavi Jidara Kemba Dang Kundo Zambo Deyang Deje Deda Kunji Jesu Dalo Jenge Wandi Da Tamje Rabu Dusun Shibe Yawa Tamje Ye Owa Kan La Chodo Maba Dage Gewe Zawan De Kunji Zambo Jeje Rabdu Owa Yi. Okay, thank you so much and have a happy weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.